I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on...
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
With it is Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins starter here in 2016. It's Matt Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Washington.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, he picks up additional yardage after it.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And there, Matt Jones, the ball carrier. Last year, only 3.4 yards per carry. Did have some explosive plays, though, in the passing game.
And they think that they're going to get him in the running game from him now as well, because the volume of carries for him will increase. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Josh Doctson, the number 22 overall pick, and he is going to be fun to watch throughout his career.
And one of the things I think that is helping him in his transition is that he's used to change. Went to Wyoming his freshman year in college, transferred back to TCU, got used to a new style, a new way of doing things, and then kept improving while he was a Horned Frog. I love his ability to make plays over the top.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Oh, look at the juke.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? the guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to D'Angelo Williams. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it. And
no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg? And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Trent Murphy in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced,
that's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 84 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down, Cousins. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 72 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On second down, Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Bryant spread out to the right. Here's Roethlisberger, and he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Jackson.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got time, and that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. On
now, Chris Boswell. He was 29 of 32 in the field goal department last year as a rookie. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Final play of the half. Cousins trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. So we reach halftime here and apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the former fourth-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have.
I remember when he got selected, there was a lot of controversy about that because remember, Robert Griffin III, they made the big move up to take him in the first round. And people wondered, why would you take a second rookie quarterback? Well, it's because he's smart, he studies hard, he prepares, he's ready to play. And now he's commanding the respect of his team and playing at a really high level.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Cousins, complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Pierre Garcon, 29 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second...
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw, Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. Jordan Reed, the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 66 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there... wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Green. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, his first touchdown in a Steeler uniform. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get them.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down carry by Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And he's got it up and through. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Now let's go.
Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they talk about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bryant spread out to the right. He's back to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
never, ever come down. It took too long to get this high off the ground. Don't run, just stay a while.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now, presence, come out, come It's come out like a cow with an M. I get down like gravity, rappers, rapidly follow the rabbit into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I am a rebel, feeling rhythmically clear. I am bigger, spinner right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present, now, present, come out, come out.
There are men, and there are giants.
Phase done change the hill. Choosing them, get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my body and head up to my bed. Working hard.